1. A very strange awakening. When I woke up, the first thing I noticed was the ceiling. It wasn't a ceiling I recognized. Soft blue lights flowed through curved metal panels above me, glowing like rivers of light. The air smelled strange, clean, almost sweet, nothing like the oil and dust of the cargo ship I had been traveling on. The second thing I noticed was that I couldn't move my arms. A soft but firm restraint held my wrists to the sides of a smooth table. My head throbbed as memories slowly returned. My name is Evan Cole, a freelance cargo pilot. 2 days earlier, I had been transporting a shipment of rare minerals through a quiet trade route near the outer systems. Then my sensors had detected something unusual, an unknown ship. Before I could even react, a pulse of blue energy had struck my engines. Everything went dark after that. And now, I was here. Great, I muttered quietly. Captured by aliens. Just my luck. That's when I heard footsteps. Light, careful footsteps. I turned my head toward the doorway and saw her. The alien woman. She was tall, easily a head taller than me. Her skin had a faint silver glow, almost like moonlight reflecting on water. Long dark blue hair fell past her shoulders, and her eyes shimmered with a strange golden color that seemed to glow in the dim light. She wore a sleek, form-fitting suit that looked both elegant and practical. But what surprised me most was her expression. Curiosity. Pure curiosity. She walked slowly toward the table, studying me the way a scientist might study a rare specimen. Then she smiled. "You are awake," she said. Her voice was smooth and musical, and she spoke perfect human language. "Well," I said dryly, "I guess that answers the do aliens speak English question." She tilted her head, clearly not understanding my sarcasm. Instead, she leaned closer and gently tapped the restraint holding my wrist. "You will not escape," she said calmly. "Wasn't planning on it yet." She studied my face carefully. Then she said something that completely caught me off guard. "Interesting creature." Creature. Not person. Not human. Creature. And the way she said it sounded oddly affectionate. 3. A very strange situation. Over the next hour, things only got stranger. She eventually released the restraints and helped me sit up. But instead of interrogating me like I expected, she started asking very strange questions. What do humans eat? Do humans require constant supervision? Are humans aggressive when threatened? Do humans bite? I blinked. Wait, what? She was holding a small glowing device, carefully recording everything I said. "You are the first human specimen I have encountered," she explained. Specimen. I repeated. Yes. I rubbed my temples. Okay, listen. I'm not a specimen. I'm a person. She frowned slightly, clearly confused. Yes, she said slowly. A person species. That's not, never mind. Then she said the sentence that made me realize just how strange my situation really was. You will remain here with me. I raised an eyebrow. Excuse me? She nodded calmly. I have decided to keep you. I stared at her. Keep me? Yes. She smiled warmly. You are fascinating. Then she added the final piece of information. Also, you are now my pet. 4. The problem with being a pet. For a full 10 seconds, I didn't say anything. I just stared at her, trying to process what I had just heard. Finally, I said, You think I'm a pet? She nodded happily. Yes. Like a dog? She tilted her head. I do not know what a dog is. Trust me, it's better that way. She seemed proud of her decision. Humans appear intelligent, adaptable, and emotionally expressive. Those are excellent qualities for companionship. Companionship. She really believed this. You can't keep me as a pet, I said firmly. She looked genuinely surprised. Why not? Because I'm not an animal. She thought about that for a moment, then said calmly, "You are not dangerous. You are small, and you require food and care." I opened my mouth to argue, then closed it again, because technically, she wasn't entirely wrong. Still, there was one big problem. "I have a name," I said. "Names are acceptable," she replied. "Evan." She repeated it slowly. "Evden." Then she placed her hand gently on my head. The gesture felt suspiciously like a pet owner praising a puppy. "Good human," she said. I groaned. This is going to be a long trip. 5. Life aboard the alien ship. Her name was Liara. She belonged to a species called the Volari, a technologically advanced civilization that lived far beyond human territory. Apparently, the Volari had very limited contact with humans, which explained why Liara seemed to know almost nothing about us. Over the next few days, I learned a lot about her. Liara wasn't a soldier or a scientist. She was an explorer. Her job was to travel through unknown regions of space and study new life forms, which meant I was officially part of her research. Except she didn't treat me like a prisoner. She gave me my own room. She fed me actual meals instead of nutrient paste. And she let me walk around the ship freely. The only catch: she still believed I was her pet. For example, one morning she proudly presented me with a collar. "Yes," she said happily. "This will help identify you." I stared at the collar, then stared at her.
"No."
"But it is decorative."
"No."
"It also tracks your location." "Definitely no." She sighed in disappointment. 6. The real danger. Everything might have stayed strange, but harmless. But space has a way of ruining peaceful situations. One evening, alarms suddenly echoed through the ship. Liara rushed into the control room. I followed close behind. The main screen displayed something terrifying. 3 massive warships had appeared behind us. Their dark hulls bristled with weapons. Liara's expression changed instantly.
"Fear."
"Who are they?"
I asked.
"Pirates," she said quietly. "And not ordinary ones." The ships were closing in fast. Missile locks flashed across the screen. Liara's hands moved quickly across the controls. But her ship wasn't designed for combat. "We cannot outrun them," she said. One of the pirate ships opened communication. A rough alien voice filled the cockpit. "Volari vessel, power down your engines. Surrender your cargo." Liara whispered something under her breath. "What cargo?" I asked. She hesitated, then said quietly, "You." 7. A human idea. The pirates believed Liara had captured a rare alien specimen, which technically was true, and rare specimens sold for a lot of money. But I had no intention of becoming someone's spacesuit attraction. "Liara," I said, "how strong are your engines?" "Moderate." "And your shields?" "Weak." "Great." I leaned over the control panel. She watched nervously. "What are you doing?" "Something very human." I rerouted power from the life support systems to the engines. The ship vibrated as the engines overloaded. "What is happening?" she asked. "We're about to do something stupid." The pirate ships fired. Laser blasts streaked toward us.
"Hold on," I said.
Then I slammed the acceleration controls forward. The ship shot forward like a bullet. We flew directly into an asteroid field. 8. The escape. Asteroids spun around us, like giant stones in a storm. Liara gasped. "This is extremely dangerous." Yep, the pirate ships followed. But they were larger, slower. I twisted the controls, weaving between spinning rocks. Explosions flashed behind us as one pirate ship collided with an asteroid. Another missile flew past our hull. Liara gripped the seat tightly. How are you doing this? Humans are really good at surviving stupid situations. We burst out of the asteroid field and jumped into warp seconds later. The pirates vanished behind us. Silence filled the cockpit. Liara slowly looked at me. Her golden eyes were wide with amazement. "You've saved us." I shrugged. "Just another day for your pet human." 9. A new understanding. After that day, something changed. Liara no longer treated me like a pet. Not entirely. She still occasionally patted my head. But now she also asked for my opinions. She listened when I spoke. And she started calling me by my name instead of human. One evening, as we watched the stars through the observation window, she said something quietly. I was wrong. About what? Humans are not pets. I smiled. Glad you figured that out. She looked thoughtful. Humans are partners. For a moment, neither of us said anything. The stars stretched endlessly before us. Finally, she asked the question I had been expecting. Where would you like to go, Evan? I thought about Earth, about home. Then I looked at the endless galaxy outside and smiled. Anywhere. Liara returned the smile, and the ship turned toward the unknown stars. Together,